dance like my scrappy did.
What's up, Squids? Welcome back to the Little Cup tournament with Alpha Academy, also known as Team Alpha. Today is round 2 of the Little Cup tournament. Today we're going up against a good buddy of mine. His name is JD. His in-game name is Wrath, and he's got a pretty solid team with him today. And now, I already explained the whole team. I really want to get into these battles because they are quite good. So, let's get right into them. Now, this is going to end up being the first battle that we had. I'm not going to spoil anything, tell you how many we ended up going, but this is going to be the first one. Now, he's going to lead off with his Phantom. I choose to lead off with Jinkies. As, you know, you're going to see he's going to become a nice habit because I want Volt Switch advantage and, you know, intimidate juggling right from the start. So, what's going to happen is I'm going to end up going for a Volt Switch. He knows that I really can't do too much to him for the fact that I am I'm an electric type and he does resist my attacks. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to switch out into John Blaze because my shit is more John Blaze than that. So I'm going to get another Intimidate off, so now it's a double Intimidated. And it turns out he's going to go for Sunny Day here. Now, he's going to go for Sunny Day because that is going to make him harvest his berry every turn. Now, as he harvests his berry every turn, he actually gives me the Sun, and that's going to boost up my Flare Blitz, and I do end up getting a boost and a Flare Blitz and Stab, and I end up taking this little guy out. Now, that's one Pokemon down that I don't have to worry about anymore, and now the Sun is still on my side. Now, what he's going to do here is he's going to go into his Froakie, but I realized, I was like, I'm not scared of Froakie at this moment. I'm not scared of his Skull because the Sun is up, cutting his water moves in half, so I know I'll be able to live it. And not only will I be able to live it, but I can retaliate with a Wild Charge and then knock this guy out. So right off the start, John Blaze is coming out strong as hell. This little guy is doing work. Now what's going to happen is he's going to bring the Honedge in. He's going to end up going for a Shadow Sneak. And he's going to end up, you know, picking me off. But, you know, Growlithe did really good today. Psych, we live on 1%. 1 HP. We're going to go for a Flare Blitz in the Sun. Boost it up, Stab, Growlithe, knocking out a Honedge. Within the first 5 moves, Growlithe has done his job and has taken out half the team. Now he's going to go back to the locker room, high-fiving everybody. He's going to take a nap, as so. You see him fainting right there. He's did a good job. Now we are going to go into Jinkies, and just because it's going to be a good lead where Scarf will get the Volt Switch advantage, we're going to intimidate his Growlithe. Now he's going to intimidate us back, and we're going to try and go from here. Now, I'm going to want to Volt Switch out because I want to get the initiative. You know, I want to either A, be able to Intimidate Juggle once again, see how much I can do against him, and see what I can go into. Now, I choose to go into Shrew, my Sandshrew, because I know I can eat up attacks from this guy. Turns out he's going to go for Thief, and he's going to steal my Berry Juice. Now, it's not nice to steal things, but, you know, it happens sometimes. So he's going to take my Berry Juice and then drink it in my face. So I'm a little upset about that because now I can't knock off because he already took what I had. I'm just going to go for Stealth Rocks here because it's going to help cut down this Growlithe because this Growlithe can be a problem. JD is going to catch me with the Will-O-Wisp. I wasn't expecting the Will-O-Wisp to be honest, and he catches me there, so he's going to cut down my attack by 2 stages, but I am going to go for an Earthquake, and after a burn, I gotta be honest, I am very surprised at how much that did. Speaking of, there have been like, I think it's 3 or 4 crits in this battle already, so just keep that in mind. This is a very critical battle. Now, he's going to end up switching out here, predicting my Earthquake, and he's going to go into Ghastly. Now, I'm okay with that because Sandshrew is kind of expendable at this point. Now, he's going to end up, you know, taking me out and everything. I could have predicted him and gone for a knockoff. Please excuse any more cars that drive by that you hear. My windows are open because it's very hot in here. Now, he's going to end up going for a Shadow Ball. I could have predicted him and gone for the knockoff, but since he already took the Berry Juice and, you know, Earthquake did so much, I figured it was safe to go for. He's going to end up taking me out. I will get a free switch into my Beam. Now, I didn't know if he was Scarfed at this point or anything, so I was just going to go for a safe T-Wave, because if he was Scarfed, it would have been a speed tie between his Ghastly and my Ghastly, and I wanted to win the speed tie for sure, so I figured my best bet was I'm just going to go for a T-Wave and cut this guy down. So after that, we are going to be able to go for a Thunderbolt on the following turn and take him out. Now, Shellder is a very scary Pokemon to deal with. If it was Focus Sash, it's now broken because of the rock. I didn't want Shell Smash to be any kind of option whatsoever because that could still run through my team, you know? +2 attack, +2 special attack, +2 speed. And Little Cup, that's going to wreck some face. So I went for the safe play, go for the T-Wave. Unfortunately, he does get paralyzed, but we are able to retaliate on the following turn with a Thunderbolt and take him out. Now, his last Pokemon he has is going to end up being the Growlithe. He's going to lose a good chunk to the Stealth Rocks, get the Intimidate off, but that's really not going to do too much because we are, specially based, and we are just going to go for a Scald that is going to end the first battle. So, at this point, we are now up 1-0 against JD. We do have our second battle, so we're going to take a peek at that real quick. Let's get it to focus in. There we go. Now, this is our second battle. Now we kind of know what each other has. It's easy to figure each other out, feel a little bit more comfortable going after certain Pokemon. So now I feel like he's going to switch his lead. He's going to end up leading with his Shelter, predicting my Growlithe, predicting him to lead with Phantom, and I predicted that and led with my Chinchou. Because I don't want this thing, shell smashing and forcing me out of switches and whatnot. So I'm going to go for the T-Wave because I still don't have the knowledge if this is Focus Sash or, whatever he may be. Unfortunately, this poor little Shelter does not get one attack off in this battle because he ends up getting paralyzed. I do go for the Thunderbolt, which does show he wasn't Focus Sash, so I still don't know what kind of item he was or what kind of moveset. I'm going to assume Shell Smash because I have seen JD use Shell Smash Cloyster before. Now, he's going to end up going into Phantom here. I figured I'm just going to go straight out into John Blaze because I did OHKO him with the Flare Blitz the last time, and I figured he may want to set up the Sun. Turns out he just wants to go for the Will-O-Wisp. That's not going to affect us because we are of the Fire type. So what's going to happen is he's going to switch into his own Growlithe. He's going to get the Intimidate off on us, and that's going to make our hit not do as much damage as it could be. Now, predicting him to switch out into possibly the Froakie, I ended up going for the Wild Charge. I didn't want to go for the Flare Blitz because it would also be resisted by the Growlithe if he wanted to switch into that. So I'm going to switch out here. I'm going to go straight into Shrew because I know I can eat up his attacks. He is going to Thief me. He's going to end up taking my Berry Juice yet again, which is quite rude. Now, he's going to withdraw here, and now I have reason to go for knockoff here. A, because in the first game he switched into Ghastly, and B, because I don't want him to drink my Berry Juice again. So I'm going to go for the knockoff. It turns out the Ghastly was Focus Sash the whole time. I wasn't too sure what he was. He did switch up moves in the first game, but we still didn't know what his item was, or, but it's good to know now. So he is Focus Sash. He's going to get a Toxic off on us. We are just going to go for a second knockoff because it is the only attacking move that we can hit him with, and we do get a crit here. A real game changer at 1 HP, so... Now, Shrew is just hanging out on the field. We want to see what he's going to go into. He's going to go into his Froakie here. And now, I don't want to stay in because I don't want to lose my Sandshrew to a Scald or, Grass Knot or whatever. Turns out he predicts me here to go into my Chinchou and ends up going for the Grass Knot. So, nice play on your part, JD. He turns into Grass type. Now, unfortunately for him, I have a plan up my sleeve to deal with Grass types, as you did see in the first, like round 1. Against the Trico. I actually carry Ice Beam on my Chinchou, which helps me deal with ice types that have been, slowed down if I catch them on a T-Wave or grass types, excuse me, if I can catch them with a T-Wave on the switch in. So we are going to be able to take out the Froakie with an Ice Beam, and he's going to be able to go into his Honedge here, and he's going to be able to clean us up with a Shadow Sneak. So, yet again, Honedge coming up short. We are going to be able to go for a Scald here. And unfortunately, we do not get the burn. And for, third time's a charm. Shadow Sneak is actually going to be able to get a kill this time. So Honedge doing a little bit of work against us. But nothing too much. We did end up living that Shadow Sneak. So that's all good and dandy. We are going to be able to go back out into Shrew. Go for an Earthquake because we will outspeed. And then take out the Honedge. So we're chugging along quite well in this battle. Making, good smart choices, good plays. Definitely on our game for a tournament battle, if you would. Now, a Phantom is going to come out. I don't want Sandshrew out here. So I'm going to call back Shrew, and I'm going to be switching out John Blaze again. Because I don't know if he's going to set up the Sun for me again. He is going to get his Harvest, but it's more or less going to help me, as we did see in the first game. He's going to go for a Protect just to see what happens. We're going to go for a Flare Blitz, because even though it was in the Sun last time, we did OHKO it, and I figured... it's probably going to OHKO again. You never know. So I figured I'm going to try it. It's super effective. Even if he did want to switch his Growlithe in on it, I would have been okay with that. But now he's going to switch his Growlithe in now. He is going to get the Intimidate off on us, which is going to lower our attack by 1 stage. Now I figured I'm just going to stay in. I'm going to go for a close combat. I want to see how much it does. Now, I never got a chance to knock off the berry juice. So this is a very unfortunate event right here because A, I just lowered our defenses. B, he drank the berry juice again and got all of his health back. He's going to end up going for an Aerial-Ace. I'm not sure why he carries Aerial-Ace. I'm sure there's some rhyme and reason behind it. JD knows what he's doing. I'm going to go for another close combat. Now, he's going to make a play here that really kind of bites me in the butt. He's going to go for Thief. It doesn't kill me, but he just stole our Violite. So now he just ended up raising his defenses by, like, I think it's 1.5 if I'm not mistaken. Then he wins the speed tie and kills us. So he's really messing us up with his Growlithe right now. So I'm going to switch into Jinkies. I am going to get an Intimidate off. I'm going to end up going for a Volt Switch because I need to try and start juggling the Intimidates now. So what's going to happen is I'm going to switch back out, or Volt Switch, into my Scraggy, that John, get another Intimidate off, so now he's at -2. He's going to end up going for Incinerate, which is unfortunately going to burn up our Lunberry, so now we have no Lunberry support. I'm going to go for a Drain Punch, which is almost going to kill. He ends up living on like 1% thanks to our Eviolite that he took from us, and then on top of it, before we leave, he's going to burn us, laughing in our faces that we can't heal ourselves with our Lunberry because he already burnt it up as he's walking away, drinking our berry juice, and holding our Violite. So we're finally going to go for a Drain Punch, and that is going to end up being the end of the game. We did end up beating JD 2-0, which is going to bring our record in this tournament right now to 2-0. So our Little Cup Pups are really doing some work, really playing well lately. And I really want to stay on a good path for this tournament. It's very important to me. Like, I really do enjoy Little Cup. It's something that I didn't really get to do. I put a lot of effort and time into this team, and it really makes me feel good to see them do so well. But JD, awesome game, dude. That last battle always makes me laugh that you're just taking all my stuff. And thieving and burning and Lumberries and the Violites. But if you guys enjoyed this, stay tuned for more. These are going to be coming out every Sunday. I really do enjoy these series. So hopefully our Little Cup Pups will stay on a tear and keep doing what they're doing. I'm out of here, and I'll catch you guys next week. Stay tuned for more battles, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.